comes more, and I know a lot of people, so no one take this out of context because I don't know who may be listening. And I know we work with a bunch of people, but you receive it more from men who are actually not even on your level than you do from the man who is equal or above you. And that's what makes it really worse. So that's how you know you really only have an issue with me because I am a woman. Because anything else that it comes to, you can't even touch me on it. But, so what's your issue?
Is it?
The only issue you can have is because I'm a woman. So it's not like it's not always a guy that you want to try to get something from. It could be a guy that's trying to get something from you. And you just think I'm supposed to be just so lenient or so accepting because you're a man and it's coming from you, or because the fact that you may do work under me. I can be the person, I've seen it from people to write your check, who pay you your cash. You still try them sometimes just because they're a woman. You have a hard time taking directions or following instructions. It could be in your job description. You can be signed off. This is what I do every day at work. And because you're a woman who's a boss, call you out on something that you know you're supposed to be doing, oh, she a bitch.
It's like,
no, I'm a boss telling you what you're supposed to be doing.
That's life. I think y'all taking it personally.
It is.
No.
It is. No, it's not personal. It's an issue.
It's an issue. Don't say it's
That's
personal.
like saying, but that's like you saying, no, that's like you saying
Yeah.
because you're black, you're taking something personal.
Yeah. It's not personal for
Racism
me
is
at all.
not personal. It's an issue.
So you don't know what I was gonna say.
Okay, but I'm just saying,
I can
racism
say
is
you're
not.
taking it personal and you're right. But
Okay.
you don't know what
Well,
I
okay. Well, I'm just gonna say racism.
Women again, women. No, they won't let me get in.
No.
I
Racism.
think because all these, everything that y'all saying, it goes across the board. It's not just about being a woman. It's not just about being black. It's not just about being, you know what I'm saying, older. Older people, because you're older, I shouldn't have to listen. And younger people now questioning older people like, he don't know what he's doing.
Oh yeah,
You know what I'm saying? You get all of these different things and stuff. And it's not about a woman, color, black, or whatever. It's about life and how human race is. We question things. We question things. We try the easy route before we try the good route. When we get shut down and shit, we don't like it, so we speak bad on the person and stuff like that. It goes all the way across the board. So it's not just a woman and a man thing, because it can be. This same topic is why. This same topic could be changed to why being black working in corporate America they treat me different because I'm black and I'm the boss.
I mean, I was there though.
I know, but it's all that's just human race. It's not about because it's not about men, women. It's not about black or white. It's not about, you know what I'm saying, height. It's just the human race and what we do.
I think we make too
It's
much.
tried.
It goes to ego.
It's still
Because you can take some of that out of the equation.
Telling them what to do.
And then not only that, I
They
feel
don't.
that this is the reason why people accept stuff though,
That's
because we
the
all no real talk though, because I see this all the time. We are so quick to say, well, that's just the way it is. That's what it is. Well, that's how it is, but it's not.
Yeah, we working on
accept
getting it better.
Yeah,
It's getting
and let's
better.
talk about racism since you brought that up.
Oh,
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Because I don't mind saying how I feel.
I'm opposite of racist.
Yeah.
People get mad at me and stuff, but I speak up.
Well, no, I think
I am not pro-black.
I'm not pro-black like
I
that
am
either.
not pro-black.
I'm not pro-black like that either. You know what I'm saying? I'm just one of them right and wrong kind of people.
I
Yeah,
am
me
too.
too.
Yeah, and you know,
can be confused
They get
with
mad
racism.
at
yeah,
me, huh?
and I think
They
people
get mad at
confuse. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm on right
And
and
I'm a
wrong.
right, wrong
And
kind
I'm
of
usually
person.
on right side.
Yeah. So, and I would say this as working in corporate America. I worked for Fox. I worked for CW. I worked for major news stations. And when I became a manager, I used to come home and tell her all the time, man, I didn't know racism was so real.
Mm-hmm.
Not only me being young, but me being black and a female.
Yeah.
I've had people that y'all watch on TV every day.
Mhm.
When I ask them to do something,
Mhm.
try to buck me because I'm black.
Because maybe it's because you're black. It wasn't so much because you're black because you're a woman.
And she
Plus
young.
you're-
I just said that. I just said that.
Plus
Black,
you're
young,
young, you know what I'm saying?
trying to
All
figure
this
out
different
what
stuff.
to
It's
do.
just
People don't
But it
Also,
boils
young
down to,
person,
well, like I said,
yeah.
it boils down to, though, take all of that out of the equation. I don't care about your personal opinion. At the end of the day, if this is in your job description on a piece of paper, whatever you sign it, and that you know that this is something you should be doing, why is it interpreted differently just because it's coming from me? I don't care if
So we're trying to get away with it. Human nature, we're gonna try to take a shortcut.
So and you done went literally. I done seen people go to my superior. And my superior tell you the same thing. Well, she said
you tried. You played your part.
But it's just like
because they don't want to take it from you.
And you know this
you
is
young
one of the
and you
reasons.
black and you a female.
And
I'm not gonna listen to her. Forget her.
you can know the rules, but still break them just because of who it came
I don't
from.
want to listen to her.
I don't want to listen to nobody new.
Nobody.
No,
I've
this
been
ain't
here
new.
for
No, I'm
years.
talking about some of these places I worked at 4-5 years.
I know,
I'm
but
talking
you
about
know
I've
what I'm
earned
saying?
this
You-
position.
I
I'm
earned
not
these
new.
rights.
I've
Like, how
earned
you
my
young?
position.
You know,
I've
tell me what
climbed
I'm
that
supposed to
ladder.
do.
And not only that, like I say, why is it an issue? Because I'm telling you what you're supposed to be doing.
Oh,
Yeah,
black men, I
they
see.
do.
I mean,
I
men
see.
deal with that. A lot of
Yeah,
people,
men
once
deal
they
with
go
that,
into, once people get into that supervisor role, what they always say, they don't pay me enough for
Yeah,
this.
but people trip when you
No,
young.
no,
Take black out of
and
it.
I had a
Take
second
female out of
female,
it.
black, or anybody. People do
Just
not
if
like
you
superiors.
If you young, trying to tell me what to do,
Yes.
I'm gonna take it a certain way. Like
People do not like
Like,
the
some people
superiors.
like, I got
'Cause when
kids
I
your
worked in
age.
the
How you
school
gonna tell me
district,
what to do?
it was always the administrators
they probably
versus
was
the
thinking
teachers.
like that. I got kids that your age. How I'm listening
But
to you?
sometimes you have to take it into consideration because just because your kid might be the same age as me,
Right, they
don't
don't
mean
have
your kid
experience.
done what I done.
Thank you.
Don't mean your kid have learned what I've learned.
Thank
don't
you.
mean your kid have experienced what I've experienced. So you
Right.
have to take
and
all
that's
of
why
that into
I'm in this
consideration.
position.
Yes, right.
Thank
Obviously,
you.
I'm in this
I've earned this
position to
shit.
be able to tell you what to
Right.
do as a
So
kid.
listen-
They're gonna try
Like I
you and
just
then
said.
you prove yourself and then they follow you.
But it's
Why I have
hard.
to prove myself?
And it's
Then
sad.
the next question.
It's
Why?
sad.
That's the whole
Everybody
point.
have to prove
Sad.
themselves
It's sad, but it happens.
because this is life. Y'all talking about life issues.
And life issues,
Life issues
are important.
But this is stuff people
It's
deal
stuff.
with every day when they go
But
home.
we're getting better.
yeah,
because
when they get- when they go
we're
home.
only in our 20 years in this role. So a 20-year-old does things different than a 40-year-old. You see what I'm saying? Maybe when 40 years in this role, it's going to be a whole lot less stress.
Because I have one more
people
topic I
proved
want to discuss
themselves.
since we started
Yeah.
talking about this.
The whole 30,
Yeah, we
40 minutes.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I got another topic.
So
I
y'all
wanna
understand,
discuss.
it's not a race thing, it's not a color thing, it's not, I mean, the same thing. Not a woman.
No,
not a
it,
thing.
no. It is a
It's
race
just
thing.
that
It is
it's
a
just
color
about
thing.
you
No.
It's just a human nature thing.
I done seen. Let me tell
Human
you.
nature thing.
Okay, let's take it to. Let's take away age. I done seen reporters that you know. No, real talk. I done seen reporters and people that y'all know about fakes who have been told, you know, you just too black to do that.
Shut the front door.
Right. Do they have a lot of white?
How you too black to do
Viewers?
that?
Because they streaming to a lot of white folks.
You know what I'm saying?
Just like a white
so
person.
racism. I mean, that's what I'm saying. That I don't go for that because I've seen it in the. You know, I've seen it literally. You know, you putting your Caucasian person at the top of the newscast because you feel like they should get the lead story. Like it's so much that goes into that.
Maybe because they have, you know what I'm saying? Maybe due to the fact that, like I said, I'm not pro-black. Maybe the
I'm
fact
not either.
that we have 100,000 Caucasian people looking and we only have
No,
30,000.
I see the numbers.
You know, I'm just saying. You know what I'm
No,
saying?
that
we
ain't
got
it.
all of that to play
That
into
ain't
it.
That ain't
You know what I'm
it.
saying? Maybe because it's
No.
we don't know what it is.
No,
If
no.
only
I
that
mean,
person knows
I
what it
see
is.
the numbers. I know the women, the men, the age, and everything. That's why.
Who you think deserve it just because of their skin color or because of their gender?
They feel
That
they
should
fit-
not.
that's
Yeah,
fit for
that
the role.
should not be.
Maybe they feel it's just best
That shouldn't
fit
play
for
a
the role.
factor in this day and age. You know
You
what I'm
love
saying?
to play the devil's advocate.
Yeah.
He does.
I didn't know you was gonna be on the fence like this. I want a answer. I don't like that on the fence.
But it
Okay,
may
we
be
want to
just
break.
who
I gotta
they
take a
fit.
restroom
They
break.
fit who fit their role. Because black folks do it all the
Cause
time.
I know
on
you
the
got
fence
the
for me.
ladies or you had them because you got game.
Who
You
got
you know
that?
how to spin it
I
and
love
bring
it.
it.
Okay, we're gonna take a
it.
break. Okay.
I love.
You can take a break. Is the
For some
restroom
reason,
outside?
It's on the 4th floor.
my phone ain't charging for some reason. It's just stuck on 1%.
Come on, bro.
No, it ain't broke. Don't say that.
Bro, my
Let me
phone
restart
is
it and see.
Check
My phone
your,
is charging. It's working because you got the thing.
You just wishing so much bad on me.
Bro. Maybe, you know why? It's a male charge.
I know.
It's a mail
Don't
charger.
say
You
that.
stupid. It ain't acting right. It's being
It's a
biased.
male charger.
It's
See,
being biased.
even the charger be tripping on
The
it now.
charger being biased.
I'm gonna be up here on days I ain't supposed to be here just to talk shit. Be in the window.
Yeah, that's fine. Hey, y'all, it is what it is. It's just human nature, y'all. And y'all want to make it about race. Y'all want to make it about,
But
you
it
know,
is about
age.
race.
No,
Look,
and it
it's
is
about
about-
I
human
think my
nature.
topic
And it
got.
is
I think
about
my
being a
topic
woman.
got twisted because at the end of the
Because
day,
it's human nature
let's
we
be
come down
honest.
to.
We still didn't. We still didn't address
The fact.
of what I said because, like I say,
But it
and that's how it works though. Because the fact that we do experience this, they're gonna find a way to blame it on something else.
It's not
Oh, it ain't
something
because you're a
blaming.
woman.
It's
It's
not.
because you're emotional. It's because you can't have you don't have the physical part to do
Right.
it. It's because you're
Right.
not old enough to do it.
Right,
It's because
exactly. You're not
you ain't
old
done
enough.
it. You know, like.
Right. You
But
don't
it,
experience,
yeah.
but you do.
But it be because it's a woman.
I'm here because
I'm new to it. I
earned
trust
it.
what
If I
we
didn't have the resume,
we
why
I
trust
would I
wouldn't
what
be
be
we
here?
here.
know.
Exactly.
We
So
trust
treat
what
me
we know.
accordingly.
You trust what you know.
And
So
just
the fact that you
women
don't know
are
me,
just
you don't have the
curious.
right to tell me what I can
No,
and
I
cannot
know,
do.
I know. We trust what y'all not gonna let me finish, you emotional women.
Dude.
It's like y'all need to understand.
Yeah, bro.
Y'all
Go
are
ahead,
10
bro.
years. Y'all 20 years in the game. 20 years in the game.
Why do you
of a
say
game
that? Why
been
do you
100
say that?
years. Just because it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's getting better.
You think 20
Let me
years? I wouldn't have gave us that long.
finish. Yeah, it's been 20
That's a
years
compliment.
since the war, and since women came out there and went to the workforce. So once they went to workforce, they ain't go straight to CEOs. They working their way to these different, you know what I'm saying, positions. The same reason why we haven't had a female president. Same reason we haven't had a black president. Yes,
We
y'all
had a black
working up
president.
to it.
You know
Man,
why we
how
didn't have
long
a
it took
female
us to get a
president?
black
I'm gonna
president?
tell you why we don't have a female president. We don't have a female president because he was a female. Trump would not have won. You have so many people that don't like Trump that didn't vote just because they refused to vote for a woman. There's a lot of people out there like that. You got people who've been voting every year since they can vote, but they did not vote last year strictly because I don't want to vote for Trump, but I don't want to vote for a woman.
But
That's
we're
crazy.
It's not crazy.
Obviously, Hillary has done enough to show. She wouldn't be in the running if she couldn't do it.
You give people more respect. Just like you
True
gonna give.
indeed, but she
Look,
had like some
you gonna
bad
give-
blood on some stuff that she did. that
But
came
who
back to
don't?
haunt her.
Who don't?
Some
Yeah,
people
they
don't
all
believe
do.
in
Who
human
don't?
nature. That's what's wrong.
Yeah. Trump resume way worse than hers.
She don't even have a fucking resume.
It's
Well, I'm saying
human
that's what you want to
nature.
talk about
I'm
bad
saying he
stuff.
coming in
Y'all
clear,
fuss
like,
over
because
stuff that's
he has
human
no
nature.
experience in politics. He has zero nothing.
But he's a
They
man.
rather take a chance
Due
on
to the
somebody
fact
who
that
don't
he's
know
a man.
shit than somebody who got
But
a
that's
resume
human
as full
nature.
as this.
Things
fucking thing.
things are human nature only because humans accept it and tolerate it.
Yes, and we
And we
get better.
shouldn't.
And we
And you
getting
shouldn't.
better. We're getting better
I
though.
don't
She
think
It ain't
said
no-
she ain't tolerating.
The shit is not
that,
gonna happen overnight.
I don't think there's no.
and
Yeah,
y'all
it's not
getting
human
further
nature.
and further
It's
and
what you. It's
further.
what's been installed in you.
It's like when
It's
you
what you
first started
accept. It's
doing
what
it,
you
you know what I'm saying? It was
tolerate.
hard
That's
for
not
you the
human
first
nature.
time around.
Baby, you want me to ring your phone?
My phone keep charging.
That's a male
It's
plug
stuck.
you found out.
Yeah, it
That's
don't
a
work.
real
It's a
plug.
male
It ain't
plug.
acting right.
It's
It's
discriminating.
being all biased and shit.
Yeah.
I got a female one, it's cute.
Hey, shit. If it get the job done, that's all that matters.
You stupid, go get it.
If it get the job done, that's all that
I
matters.
got a cute pink one in there.
I take that.
Yeah,
I'm in touch with my feminine side. I just be like this.
Stupid.
I'll get me started.
And guess what? That pink one will probably have my shit at 100%.
I was a woman one. It's
Yup.
better.
This man charge ain't doing shit. I've been on 1% for 35 minutes.
Okay. Shit we go through here. Oh, Chris, you fine?
Who is what thing you
They
on?
on YouTube. They watching live on YouTube Live.
Oh, you banging
Right
baby.
now? They said?
She ain't even got her hair
you know,
done.
it's a little bit delay, so you know,
Oh,
she just
okay.
walked by and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and they saw it. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out how you
Ow.
get my jacket on though.
Ow.
But y'all getting better, women, and I give y'all what
No, I
y'all are.
agree.
And
I mean,
it's,
at the end
it's
of the
still
day,
about trusting what you know.
I'm not sure if
That's
you
all
know
it's
this.
about. Trust what you know. It's
Ronnie,
just like if you go somewhere and somebody say, "Hey, I got these Nike shoes and I got these Uba shoes." Uba shoes might be a whole lot better and stuff, and they look alike and stuff. Have you ever seen that picture when they had the what's his name, LeVar Ball shoes? Yeah. And they put the Nike sign on it, and they looked a whole lot better.
Really?
And they put the X sign, they put a Adidas sign on it, they look a whole lot better.
Wow.
I mean, that's because we're transforming brainstorm into thinking stuff like that. You know, that labels actually matter, and that's the whole thing. What people get confused with, it ain't about quality. It's not about quantity. It's about quality.
Yeah, we learning, and we learning that, huh?
We are.
See, and y'all getting better. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a female president in about 21 years.
It ain't gonna be that long. We getting there.
We gotta get it.
We in our black girl
But
magic
you know what?
moment right now.
No, but
Because y'all don't have one
We
coming
in
up
our
in
black girl
2020.
magic moment.
You don't have
you're
one
right
in
about that
2020.
Not only that,
So
look
it's
at
gonna
the
take 8 years after that.
Look at the 2017
Oh, 16
census
years.
the 2017
Y'all
census
inside
report.
the starting
Do you know who
point.
led for black for
We not even
entrepreneurs?
on right now.
I'm talking to you.
I'm live. We talking
I'm
live.
saying
But no,
inside
she's
the
still
starting
live
point.
on this YouTube thing.
Oh,
I can always
I ain't
share
talking about
the
that.
YouTube thing.
But look at the 2017 census report.
What happened?
Not only was women the number one for entrepreneurship, it was
Yes.
black women.
Yes,
For
we
2017,
Yes.
there was more
You know why?
black female business owners than entrepreneurs than any other entrepreneur.
Want me to tell you why too? I know the reason because I'm that smart. It's all them black hair companies selling weed.
I don't know what it is, but hey, it's a start.
But you know what?
Everybody
When have black
selling
women?
weed.
No, no,
When
no,
have
no, no, no,
when have
no, no,
black
no,
women
no,
have
no.
ever led
But you're
anything
wrong
in the
about that.
census?
Let me
Just
tell you.
playing. Look,
No,
I just-
no, 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 no. I'm about to hit you with some
Like my
facts
mama
though.
and stuff.
No,
I'm
I'm about to
sorry.
hit with you some facts though. The two leading black hair companies here in Houston,
Yeah,
doing
Marcus.
nationwide. Marcus,
Yeah,
you
I
know,
know.
more than enough. And then Bougie L.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon, Mark, and Ken,
Yeah.
brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all men.
Yeah.
Then you saw opportunity and jumped on it.
Yeah.
Ain't no women in they. I think
I'm
Marcus
in
and
the
the
air
do have
business
female.
too. I'm a boss.
But the things you think black women run ain't even what we running. 'Cause like
But
you
you
said,
running, y'all
you
do
said
run
hair,
this one.
and the top hair
Y'all-
companies
y'all
here in
do
Houston
run
is
it.
ran by black men.
But it's also sold by but your women are buying the wholesale and doing their own business with it too.
But they not
It
doing
might
it on
not
the
be-
level of these.
Yeah, because
Even you talking about the wholesale. Where the females at?
I know some females that just.
I'm talking about the big corporation. I'm talking about the people that doing big.
It's not
Mr.
your business.
Indian hair.
If you buying somebody
Man.
else's product and selling it, that's not your business. That's not your product.
I know,
That's a hustle.
Look, Mr. Indian.
Yeah. I tell people all the time, it's
I
a
know
difference
all
between a
these.
business
We
and
know-
a hustle.
we know
They like to
everything
get it
too.
confused. That's a confusion. That's not a business. That's a hustle. You're taking somebody else
It's a
hard-earned
business,
work
baby,
and making money off of it. That's a
It's
hustle.
still a
That's not
business,
fair.
so they are making money and stuff. It's just not as profitable as the rest of the stuff, but you can't kill their business and say it's just a hustle.
It
Oh,
is
They
a
no,
call
hustle.
it as a
no, we-
wholesale and they doing it because they
No, I don't.
because Keelan and Marcus and all of them niggas are still buying their wholesale and selling it. So are they
No,
still
they-
your business?
No, they're business.
I mean,
They're a
it
business,
is a
but you've
business.
made yourself big enough to become that, though.
You be business. Business don't have no size.
You're right. You're right. It don't have a size, but I do still think that there's a misconception between running a business and running a
You
hustle.
feel that making a certain amount of money is the difference in the business.
No, because you can have a business, and just because your business is not as profitable as someone else's business, don't mean it's not a business.
Yeah, but you the one said that they run a business because they buying the wholesale and still making a profit every time they sell the hair. So what makes them less than him? They doing the same thing. It's just a
The numbers,
just a profit number
the
side.
numbers.
Yeah, because they just
You
have
said it yourself. Numbers don't lie.
See how I want to do it, y'all.
You said it yourself. All I'm doing,
Now he gonna
Yeah.
go in.
all I'm doing is trying to learn from the men. I'm following your lead, Big Daddy. Hey, I'm following your lead, Big
That's why
Daddy.
we do it. That's
Ain't
why
that
we
what he
do it.
said, Stacey? Numbers don't lie, Big Daddy. Numbers don't lie.
You're right.
I'm learning. I'm getting there.
You're right. And she just did that woman thing. You know what I'm saying? For use her when they get against.
No,
the
I had to
She
tone
even
it.
called me Big Daddy.
I was toning it down for you. Remember, I'm a triple minority. I didn't want to step out of line as a woman and a lesbian. I gotta.
I look at everybody.
Yeah, I had to tone it
I don't
down.
know why I look at everybody individual. I don't give a
They
damn if you're a
are.
man, female, or whatever. I
They
don't give a
are,
damn. I give
but we're not
everybody the
looked
same
at like
chance.
that though.
That's why, you know.
If everybody thought like you, we wouldn't even be sitting in
I
the
know it'd be less domestic
Hey,
violence.
thanks for tuning in. We are back. This is Under the Influence on Texas 101 Jams. I am Lynn.
This is your boy Go Getter.
This is the one and only MCDL.
And I'm your girl, Crystal.
All right, Crystal has a topic for us.
Okay,
What
was
is
my
your topic,
now?
Crystal?
I done totally forgot what I said I was
We
gonna talk
forgot.
about.
I don't want to hear nothing else about no man.
No. That wasn't my
What-
Oh,
what was it?
you know what my topic was? So yesterday, shout out to Bougie Hair. They had a boss ladies brunch. And I was
Okay.
one of the speakers for the panel. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is do you think that basically, okay, when we were younger, and I don't know, Stacey, I want y'all to give y'all opinions too. When you were younger, were you told to go to school, get a degree, be a doctor, be a lawyer, be a teacher? Oh, it's not working?
She got to talk directly into the mic.
Okay, so can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So when you were younger, you were always told to go to school, be a doctor, be a teacher. You know what I'm saying? Our parents, you know, they had the 9 to 5s, get a good job. Do you think it's harder for business people now, you know, to kind of venture out? You know what I'm saying? Do you think you get the same support? Because, you know what I'm saying, we were always programmed that you were supposed to take these steps.
No, times have changed.
Time has
Times
changed.
have
We have
changed. You don't
evolved.
need those degrees no more.
You see, that's the
Ooh,
main
you
thing.
don't
We
say
have
you don't need
evolved.
degrees no more.
You don't need those.
You don't need those
You don't
degrees
need
no more.
I
degrees.
totally
You know what I'm
agree.
saying?
I'm a
You
college
have
graduate
evolved
now.
before.
I only used it for a
Because
few
you
years.
got to think about it.
degrees.
You got to think about
Because
it.
this is a
Because
social media
internet
age.
has made everything easier.
Equal.
Because
Equal,
they
level
put us all
playing
together.
field.
Mm-hmm.
Right. You don't need a degree.
I totally
That
agree.
would
If
change
you are a specialist in whatever it is, like you can wake up and just start making fucking styrofoam cups and do shit.
If you learn
Nigga,
how to
you
do
become a
it.
fucking millionaire just doing that
A
shit.
degree is
Everybody like
only
your
needed
shit.
now to provide a type of technical service. Like the only thing you need a degree for is actually like, you know, if you're trying to be a doctor or
Right.
something.
Yeah,
it's
you need
certification.
that.
Let
Right,
me take
you
that
need
back.
that.
A degree is only needed now for certification of something.
Right.
You know, but other than that, I totally agree because I sat up there and bust my ass in college for 4 straight years, no breaks, no
Yeah.
nothing, and have a bachelor's degree. And I can honestly say, in my 35 years of life, you know, graduated at the age of 21. I'm 35 now, so how many years is that? What, 14, 15 years? I've only actually used my degree, 4 years of my whole life.
See?
Everything
Yeah.
else has just been, and actually, and the crazy part is, I make more money doing what I do now than I
Right.
did at the job using my degree.
She make more money with her
Exactly.
hustle than she did with her degree.
Right.
Like I said, hustle. And that's
Yeah,
what it
and
is.
she's an entrepreneur. She got her own business.
Yes.
They have business
She got good
together,
hustle.
and none of that took a degree.
No.
You know what I mean?
Due to the fact
It's-
that
and then
degree
they
is not needed
successful.
no more because the
You don't
degree
need
was
it.
needed because they was training you how to do stuff. Now you can self-taught. Everything is self-taught.
If you
Right.
got a drive,
You can get online.
if you
and
got an
self-taught.
idea, anything is possible.
Hey, what's going on? This is what go get it.
Yeah, anything is possible now. You don't need a degree.
Yeah, so it's like I've been
mean,
like I tell
anything.
people, I've been self-employed since I was since 1999.
But did you go to school?
Yeah, I went
Did
to
you go to
Texas
school?
Southern
Yeah.
University.
You went to school.
I did. I have
Okay,
degrees too.
so this is what
But
I'm
I'm
gonna
not
ask you.
using it.
No.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask you a real question though, because
Okay.
I kind of differ on this subject because I feel like I did go to school, I did
Mhm.
get a degree,
Mhm.
and I do think that some of the stuff that I learned in college helped
Mhm.
me to. Oh no! I mean, now this is me. I do feel like some of the things that I learned at college helped me to get to where I am now.
But
I might not be using it in the capacity that I
But you
thought I
got
was going
some
to be
life
using.
skills.
But I got
Right.
life skills and I
Right.
got some stuff that I learned from college that I don't think if I had that foundation, it wouldn't help me be the businesswoman that
Well,
I am
that's true
today.
too, because
That's
some
true.
things that I learned, you know, getting certificates and degrees or whatever, it helped me. It's helping
But-
me now because I can still like
you don't.
go back to it.
And you
You
can
don't need
articulate
to refer it,
yourself.
though.
I can
You know what I'm
refer. I
You
can
don't need
refer
school.
to it.
That's my
It
thing
depends
is,
on what it is.
you don't need school for that because school was teaching you of an individual thought.
I mean,
Someone, because you know what I'm saying, you got to think about it. This is how I look at life, the world, and everything. Everything started with an action from one person. For that school to be able to, that book was written about that one
That's my
person's
life.
life, that one person's actions, and what they was doing, and you learn. They, you know what I'm saying? When they taught you how to do something this way, they taught you because one person did it this way and it worked and everything like that.
I missed what happened before that.
okay, but I just, I
Well,
don't know.
I was
I
trying to say,
don't
she was
know.
trying to say that going to school made her You know what I'm saying? You go to school to learn
Well, she's
about
saying the
individuals'
experiences.
I'm just saying the
knowledge,
experience in
and the
general going to school.
Oh, yeah.
It's
You
from
know,
the hustle.
even the structure,
Going to college is
whatever.
a hustle.
It's a hustle.
I-
It's a
yes,
structure.
I'm sorry. I agree
You have
with
to
that.
be dedicated. You
Yes.
have to be
Because I tell my
self-motivated
kids that right now.
to get out the bed, to even go and finish, to get the degree.
This thing don't get along.
Yeah. So I think going to school is definitely a hustle, like literally. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that by itself, I think takes a lot for
In
someone.
order for you to finish,
Yeah, we want you to go get it.
in order for you to
Don't
finish, it takes a lot.
discriminate. We want
Yeah.
you to.
Yeah, I mean, because I tell my kids that you need to go to school so you can learn how to deal with people.
I mean, yeah, it's a
More
bunch
than
of
that,
things.
you learn how to deal with people because, you know what I'm saying, you have to deal with all the people in the
Instructor.
dorms.
You have
You
to
got to
deal
deal
with
with
the
the instructors. You have to deal with the everyday
That's as far
life.
as I can go. It's a bar
man.
right here.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, it's a bar.
I like I
I'm
said,
stuck.
you was-
Yeah, I mean, I think you know, it's just
okay.
we were talking about different things.
Okay.
You know, it's just you know, and I try to you know, my whole thing is you know, I think you know, having your own ownership. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I came from corporate America, and I saw that you know, you make all these different companies all this money,
Mhm.
and you getting not even 1% of it,
That's life.
man.
That's life.
So you realize that these same skills that you use to get up to go to work 9 to 5 every
You
day,
can do it for yourself.
you can use for yourself.
Yeah, but that's the main thing. A lot of people are not going to do that work. We so
Because they're not
sheeple.
self-met. Yeah, they sheeple.
They sheeple.
They not
A lot of people are not
Sheeple.
going to do
What that
yeah.
mean? 'Cause
I
you
like
used-
that
You
word,
used that term
sheeple.
more than one time.
I can't believe
Tell
he
us
used
the
it because
sheeple.
I used to use
Yeah,
that
he
word.
used it
I
twice.
got
So
some
tell me
words.
what
Because
you
sheeple
I-
has
you tell me
been-
what that means.
What does
It's
sheep do?
sheep. Sheep
Sheep
gotta be
don't-
herded.
Herded. They
They
just
don't
follow
follow. They
one
follow
person
wherever
follow
they
the
go.
herd.
They
So it's
follow like a
easy.
little dog or something. Got to
I
tell
know
the
a
sheep.
bunch
It's not
of
an
sheep.
individual. Sheep
I
don't
know
run
more
go
sheep
out.
than people.
We don't. We do. We
Yeah.
know more
And
sheeple.
it's a lot of
Period.
sheeple.
So, yeah, people are sheeple. They
So-
need to be told when to go to work, when to do this, when to do whatever.
But you know what? I think that it all boils down to the way you raise too. I think we're in a new generation, a new different era to where children are actually being raised different. So
They are.
they interpret life different than
Totally.
what most people do.
They
you know,
do.
so that's why I don't think you have parents who are basically instilling the important things in life that are way more important than these things that you're learning from
Because to
society.
each- but what's important to you is not important to me.
Right.
So it just depends on what's important to that parent who
Yeah.
has those kids.
I see a lot of that. Like you know, a lot of people. I say it all the time with the new generation. Like, it's like no morals. There's no
Zero.
morals. There's no loyalty.
No
a lot of people are
loyalty,
now
no
taught.
morals, no
you know,
fear.
hey, if you don't go get it, ain't nobody else gonna go get it for you.
Right.
So you're taught to just by any means,
means
necessary to go get it. Whether
No matter
I gotta
who you hurt or
befriend
whatever
you,
you gotta
step
do.
on you, use
Right.
you,
Show
whatever.
my ass, whatever
They're
it
taught
is,
to
I
be
gotta do it.
selfish.
Totally
And
selfish.
Not knowing that you can actually progress so much further in life with a team.
What a team.
You know, period.
Team is everything.
There's nobody that can do it by
by
themselves.
themselves.
Even Beyonce,
Ooh, I wanna
Jay-Z,
hop in this
you don't think they
conversation.
have a team?
They have a team.
They have a team.
You have to have a team.
Beyonce is crowned like definitely the baddest in the nation right,
Right.
now. The baddest is
Correct.
definitely
Yeah.
the U.S.
Right.
But you think that she did that by herself?
No.
Do you think that Beyonce comes up with her own ideas and concepts? Do you think Beyonce dresses herself or come up with these outfits and these ideas of what she wears? Some of them probably, yeah,
Yeah,
but
she
all of
probably
them
have a
no.
thought, but they
There
gotta
are
make
people,
it happen.
yeah, there are people outside of her that comes up with all these different things around her
And she gotta
that makes
agree or
her that
disagree.
woman that she
Right.
is.
Mhm.
She ain't doing it alone.
But trust and believe, she was getting the
But
same
she
problem
lied
that
because
you
she
guys are
delegated
having.
it all.
But she was getting the same problem you guys are having, or just any woman in general who is in power.
Yeah, most
I'm
definitely.
sure.
She made a whole song about it. You know,
Yeah.
with the lady who's like she has an accent while she's speaking. We're on that radio. I forgot
Yeah,
what
yeah,
song
yeah,
is
yeah,
that?
yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
talking
yeah,
and she's
exactly.
like, women are taught
Right,
to be
right,
the
to be
inferior,
right,
you know,
exactly.
like
So
men. Da, 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 da.
right.
And
So-
that's the truth.
It's the truth. Yeah.
It's sad, but
Go to
It's true.
Instagram so you can- I got man. Interesting. Where's our man? Where our man?
I know. Go get it where you at. We need.
Don't
we
you? Don't be leaving the. He. It's
Talking
good.
like women in a barbershop in there now.
women in barbershop.
He got
Come-
to the barbershop?
Come get me
in
a.
the
It's a
barbershop.
barbershop right here. He got a barbershop right there.
You
In
got
his
what?
next room right there.
Oh, he's a true hustler.
He is. He got a barbershop
You a
right
hustler?
there. And a little
He's a businessman.
He is.
He's a businessman.
So do you think? Oh, you already answered that. No problem. All right. So is that it for now?
Yeah.
Another
You want to talk about any other topics?
What
You want to
got
take a
for
break
us,
and come back
Stace?
with a subject?
Another subject.
Yeah, look like go get had to go take 2.
I know, right? He need to take that. Oh Lord. Yeah, he don't know. We'll be right back, guys. Thank you for tuning in to Under the Influence.
Ouch.
You ain't got no subject?
Yeah,
Yeah.
come on, you give us one. It's your turn.
Why
now.
women so emotional?
We're not on there right now.
I don't have no subject. I say my subject for my 3 shows.
For
Well,
your
no.
shows, yeah.
Yeah, it's hard.
Well, you can't give us something. Give us one more, because we basically led the way. Give us something to we
Yeah,
can
at
debate
least the
with you
last
all.
15 minutes
Last
of the
15
show.
minutes.
Yeah.
Let me think of something we talked about at the shop. We just talked about women.
That's, as long as it's not Adam and Eve. That was throwing me off.
Hey, I know it's hard. Some things are hard for women to accept, now. People to accept. I can't think of nothing. What's some okay. I got one. It ain't gonna work like that. Because the echoing, I'm gonna mess it up. We tried to.
Oh, okay.
What happened? Joining
She
in?
trying to join in live.
Yeah, it's an echo.
Because we try to do one camera
have
going
to go
this
over
way and
there.
this one camera going this way. It's going to be an
Somebody
echo
just
because
have
y'all
to
talking
mute.
to each
Somebody
other.
you
gotta
DM
mute
me
their
yours.
thing. Somebody gotta mute theirs.
Why I don't want to mute mine? You ain't gonna be able to hear.
No, you'll be able to hear it.
I don't even know
Yeah,
what
you
you
be able to
did.
hear.
What you done
Because
done?
you're being shared
She
on
went
one
in-
You
thing.
being shared on one.
Oh, well, yeah, go ahead and do that.
Yeah, somebody just gotta mute theirs.
Well, y'all can always share it
And
on
you need
Texas
to
One-on-One
switch the camera
Jams,
around.
the
Okay,
YouTube.
Just switch. Okay.
Why is hers black at the top, though?
Yours is too.
Whoever
Once
that
y'all
person
join,
is.
though.
You got your
Hers,
phone
it's
cover on,
yours.
Crystal. That's why. That's yours.
Oh, okay.
Okay, you
You got to switch
special.
your thing around. The camera
My
around.
bad.
Switch your camera around. You ain't got to
See,
take it out. Just move
This
your
why,
camera around.
this why we can't get equal pay. Moves like that. You ain't smart enough to take it out.
My bad. I'm up here struggling.
But you coming, you know, give you a couple more years and y'all evolve through there.
Learn to carry your
Y'all
weight.
need to
Okay, there
evolve.
we go. Okay, then you have to go to your Instagram.
See, shit like that setting us back.
Evolve,
Send
y'all.
us back.
Okay, yeah, there you go. We
What
on
clubs
together
y'all
now.
promote? I got a magazine getting ready to come out too.
We are
Oh, I think I hung mine up. What did I do wrong?
no, we on Instagram. We not on Facebook. We on Instagram now.
Did I
So
close
But it's still closed because it's full right here.
Yeah,
Go to your
it's
Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she closed it.
Go to your Instagram, ask to be, you know what I'm saying? Go to her page
There
and
you
ask
go.
to be and I'll click it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Add
she
her.
together right
Yeah.
there.
So just ask to join.
Ask to
mine.
join live.
Where you at, Sarah? Oh, it said right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And when it pop up,
No, just no. Time out. Just wait. There you go.
she gonna equal pay over there.
Hey, we knew that.
Hey.
We don't be on social media like that. I'm not a social media.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah, people really comment on IG.
Should
though.
be should be. Yeah, go live with me.
There you go. We got it now. We're gonna be ready next time y'all
Yeah.
invite us.
Yeah, you know this the little trial run.
Yeah, exactly.
Is my phone right, Kristen?
Yeah, that-
Yeah, there you go. Now, one of y'all got to mute. There's going to be an echo.
You ready? That's nice.
Yeah, we finna go on mute. There wasn't.
You need something to lean on? Lean mine on that.
We are
That's my
back.
phone.
This is Under the Influence on Texas
It's not gonna work.
101 Jams. I am S. Lynn.
This is your boy Go Getter.
Now the one and only MCDL.
And it's still gonna be.
We got Crystal coming to the mic. So, go get it. What's the topic?
Topic is it possible to love two people?
Is it possible to love two people?
Yes.
Yeah, my baby mama
definitely.
told me that she
I
was in
agree.
love, you know what I'm saying? She wanna come home.
No, wait, rephrase that, because your first question was, is it possible
Possible
to
to
love?
two people.
I agree, yes. Is it possible to be in love with two people? No. Because you said it and then you said she said she was in love.
She's in comfort.
Yeah.
She know daddy is.
I do think it's possible to love
But I
two
ain't
people.
working on- we
Do I
ain't
think
get
it's
that together.
possible
She
to
gotta
be
work
in
on
love
that.
with two people? No.
I think that you can be in love with two people nowadays. Because
In
people are
love?
so greedy. You know what I'm saying?
They greedy.
A lot of people are
Selfish.
greedy and stuff. And life, makes
So basically,
it,
you're in love with them for different reasons.
Yeah.
because I can build a hell of a woman if I can take a little bit out of my 5.
Shut up.
I could build a hell of a woman. She can
Okay.
be president. Y'all can be your first black president if y'all let me build from my 5.
Okay,
Y'all can be female president.
this is
Okay.
interesting because
You're from
I
the
feel like I've kind of been in a situation like that before.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, that's the perfect subject for you. Come
Yes, yes.
on. Come on, Miss Cristal.
Yeah. So can you be in love with 2 people? I think you can be in love. I think you can have love for 2 people. Per se, I don't think you are in love with both of them, but I think you can love certain things about 2 people at the same time. And I think that's where the issue with the need comes in, because you end up when you're dealing with more than one person, you start picking what you need in each person.
You do.
Yes.
You do.
So, it's like, oh, this person gives me this,
Right.
but then you give me this.
Right.
So, I love both of y'all for
Right.
what y'all do for me.
True indeed.
Greed.
Yeah, that's the greed. That's
It
the
is
greed.
greed, yeah.
But I also will say that at the end of the day, one of those people you can't live without. You know what I'm saying? The other one of them is just a need. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? The other person
It's
is
like
somebody.
they feeling a void.
They
The other
feeling a
person's
void.
feeling a void.
The other person is someone you probably really can't live without. And so that's when you come to the situation where you have these love triangles or, these situations. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Situations.
Situationships.
You know what I'm saying? I love those situationships.
Yeah.
So I think that at one point you just have to decide if I really want to just commit myself to this one person and then work on the problems, or do I want to be selfish and just
Be
use
greedy
this
and
other
just
person?
have both
Yeah.
of them, yeah, because they both supplying all my needs.
And it does not last long. So
It doesn't, 'cause you're
eventually
gonna
it
get
will
caught.
come. It will
Yeah.
come to a head.
Exactly.
So you just have to be honest with yourself and decide if this is something you want to do, and you keep entertaining or not. But I don't think you can be in love with 2 people. I definitely think you can have love
Love
for 2
for
people.
2 people.
Yes, I think you can care about 2 people very strongly at the same time. But do I think you can be in love with 2 people? No.
Totally agree.
So your baby mama did what? She trying to come back?
We
I gotta take a
talking
break
about
from
it
y'all. This
and
got
stuff
a
like
little-
that. But you know what I'm saying, it's been over a year we've been separated and stuff like that, and we see that we still got feelings for each other to a certain point. And you know what I'm saying, she's my baby mama, I love her, you know what I'm saying, she's a good person and stuff like that. It's just that she wasn't ready to step up. And I understand. I always knew why and everything, but I couldn't put up with it. She wasn't ready to step up
So
to the
she
plate.
coming back?
She want to.
She just want to be in that
So
high
the,
rise.
so the reason.
She just want to be in that high rise.
So the reason for the
That's
breakup
it.
was lack of her
Yes.
execution.
Yes.
Has she admitted and accepted
Yes,
her
she
faults in her lacking
Yes,
of
she knows she
execution of a
did.
woman?
She didn't want to step up.
Okay, so the question is do you love her, or are you in love with her enough to accept her back now that she's fixed those
No.
things?
Not right now, because I got to see that the things are fixed and not just
Oh,
taped.
okay. You
Not
wanna
just
s-
taped together.
Right,
you know what
okay,
I'm
I
saying?
got you.
Right.
Until another situation come and everything like that. Because the only thing was that I'm 46 years old. We are 21 years apart.
Okay.
She was coming straight, you know what I'm saying? I caught her straight off the line. You know, no, I'm saying like that. It wasn't expected for us to be in a relationship. It was just a friendship that grew into something and everything. And we was together for two
A
and a
little
half years. And we had a
PYT that
child.
actually shook your
And,
heart a
you
little
know what I'm
bit.
saying?
Uh-huh.
And we
Yeah.
enjoy ourselves staying around each other and stuff like that. So it's not like I don't like her. I don't like the decisions you was making. So
Well, most
I
people
need
you
to
love,
move
you
away.
don't like them.
You
No,
don't.
I like
That's
her.
the truth.
But
You really
I like
don't.
her. I just don't
But
like
the people you
decisions.
love, you
Yeah.
don't like them.
Yeah, well, I'm
At
lucky
times
enough
you
to love
can't
and like
stand
her.
their ass.
Yeah, like I love Crystal to death,
Yeah.
but I don't like her.
Right. It do like that. Like,
It
for
do,
real.
like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Most people
I'm
that,
different.
Right.
I'm
But
lucky
that's
enough
like
to
that.
have
You
someone I
don't
love.
like
Yeah,
that.
you
Like,
do. Yeah,
You
'cause
can't
they got
stand
little
them.
ways, and you be like, ugh.
Right.
Crystal gonna go back and see this and like,
Yeah.
hey, my daddy always taught me to be able to chew your meat twice. She already know. If I said it, I
Okay.
can repeat it.
Right.
So
But I love her more than I dislike her.
True
So,
indeed.
you know,
Yeah.
you don't always like her, but you always love
of
her.
course.
Yeah.
There's nobody you gonna always like. People gonna always do
Exactly.
something to rub you the same way. And the more time you spend with them, the more involved in your life, the more opportunities they have to do it.
Mhm.
So it's
That's
going to
true.
be the person
Christine,
that you spend the most time with is usually the person that you like the least. because I have time and opportunity to see all the things about you that I don't like.
Right, exactly.
You understand? We just talking, baby.
Are you talking shit? I feel like I'm talking shit. Somebody call in. What's the number here and catch me up on this conversation I missed.
So what all do y'all do again? Y'all promote which clubs and everything?
So basically, just a little background.
Yourselves, for the people.
Yeah.
So
So basically, a little background about us. Well, I'm gonna start with me. I grew up here in Houston. I went to TCU, Texas Christian University, go Horned Frogs. After I graduated, I always said I wanted to work in news. That's why I went to school for radio, TV, film. My minor was PR. So I ended up working in news as soon as I graduated. Worked in news for almost 10 to 11 years. I was a manager at Fox, you know what I'm saying? And then things changed up and ended up, you know what I'm saying, leaving the news industry and opening my own business, which we've been going very good for the last almost 4 years now. So the name of the company is House of Sessions. We do PR, we do marketing, we do branding. And we got DL events and the promotion. I'm going to let you talk about that.
Talk about it.
Yeah, okay. So we have two companies. We do DL events and some promotions, which is more on the side of the promotions, events, planning, the weddings, all that good stuff. And then, of course, House of the Sessions, we work more on the PR, marketing, and branding. So some of our clients is Live Oak Laundry Grill. That's a very popular spot. We've been with them since before they opened. I'm the director of operations over there. DL is one of our main MCs.
Where's Live Oak at?
Right off of Sophomore.
2533 South.
Oh, I met y'all.
It's actually the old
Ray?
How you look? Bright gold too?
Oh no,
That's
Yak.
That's
Hey,
Yak.
shout out to Yak.
He's
That's the man.
He been trying to get me to come up there. He comes to his barbershop to get a haircut.
That's Yak.
Okay, yeah, you gotta make sure. Yeah. Yak is head of security and he's fam. We're gonna have to tell him. We gonna have to tell him.
World.
Yeah.
6 man.
I also do restaurant consulting. That's really my passion. So, I've had, I used to work with David Street. They're now closed though. But I worked with Kitchen 713. We've had a lot of this really good clients. Turkey Leg Cut for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So we work with all kind of people.
Musclehead Gym.
Muscleheads, I work with them. Yeah, Houston Muscleheads. They're a new gym ran by HPD officers.
Yeah, black owned and operated by all HPD officers. Some current, some retired.
Yeah, and the reason why I started my business though, because I wanted to, working in news, I used to see our race was so underrepresented. I would always see people come in, and my job as a assignment manager I was the person who kind of looked through the, I pitched the news stories. I was the one who came up with the stories every day that you see on TV. And I would, the reporters pitch stories, but the assignment desk is really the ones who come up with most of your news content.
But they determine on what's important enough or who's important enough to actually publicize it.
And as African Americans, I just seen that we were so underrepresented. You know what I'm saying? These other places and businesses, they have PR, they have publicists, they have people who actually literally just work on promoting their companies and making sure that they're these huge entities. As African Americans, we don't really know about that. You know what I'm saying? We open a business and we just try to do it word of mouth.
We know about it, but our pockets are not there. Then pay for it and stuff like that.
Exactly. So that's why I started my company. You know what I'm saying? The company that we work, our company. And that's why we started it, basically to help people who couldn't afford those high-cost services and to teach them how to start a business and actually go all the way.
Some people do have the money to do it.
They're
just knowledgeable about where to put the money to make it happen.
Right.
And that's why,
to get more bang for their buck.
And that's the same reason I came up with Urban Houston Magazine. It's a plug and stuff. Now, I'm getting ready to publish my own magazine. And basically, the magazine is going to have everything that's going on around Houston Black. All the different black businesses, all the different, where do you want to go and find a black detail shop?
Yeah.
Where do you go to find a black,
I mean, you should. I mean, at the end of the day, I like to try to keep myself informed and educated on a lot of stuff. It's no secret that black people are the #1 consumers in America. And that goes for every brand, every label, whatever the things we consume. We're the one who keep people in the business of business.
True.
Whether they business is white, black, or whatever. Look at all these labels and stuff that they wear from people who are overseas and from other countries that we've never heard of. But they move their product to America, and black people just buy it up. So it's confusing to me how black people lead as number one as consumers, but we lack in our own self and our own businesses. We spend so much money with the Asians. Keep getting your hair done, your nails done, your hair. You spend so much money with the Arabs going to their clubs and they hookah play. You know what I'm saying?
But it's like always, once a black person take one monkey to mess up the show. You know what I'm saying? Once we start supporting our black businesses, like we just trickle down since slavery. That's all. We just stick.
No, I do agree with you. You just touched on something we have a conversation about all the time. You know, there is the thing where, and I hate this because it's what I do for a living. I come in and my job is not to tell you what you want to hear. Our job is to tell you what you need to hear. And see, a lot of black people, they don't want to hear what they need to hear. They want someone to tell, you know what I'm saying?
Sugarcoat it.
Yes, they want to hold their hand.
Spoon feed them.
Or they surround themselves with people
Who
that's
do
less
that for
than,
them.
that make them think that they're more
They
than.
surround
Yeah,
with
because you think you made it just because you got a business.
boss, yeah.
But it's
Right.
more about this, it's about longevity.
Exactly.
So, you know what I'm saying? I really, you know what I'm saying? I harp on that because you're right. A lot of our black businesses do not run their businesses the way they should.
They don't.
And that's why we don't have the longevity that we should.
Or the support.
Yes, or the support.
Yeah.
Because, when our people do come support us, we don't give them the service.
We do not.
We don't give them what they pay for. You know what I'm
We
saying?
don't
We try to
appreciate
cut
they little black
corners.
dollars.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, we don't appreciate. I always tell my customers, I don't care if you spend $0 in here. She know. I pride myself on that. We pride ourselves on that as a company.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Ain't no great value around here.
Yeah, no, real talk. No, and people who know us, you know how we roll. Like, literally, you don't have to come in. As long as you walk through them doors, you're going to be treated a certain way.
Right. And you've been to events that, have been very major, big things that a lot of people don't even know we've done. Like, just being honest with you, it's so much that we do, behind closed doors that we can't even remember what we keep up with. But the stuff that you've been to, we're going to provide a great service, regardless if they've been spent $100 with us or $10,000 with us.
Right.
We're going to get you what you pay for. And a lot of people, they just feel like, the point of a business is to just get people here or to make people buy it. But just because I was here and I bought it don't mean I'm coming back and I'm going to buy it again.
Thank you. They will not.
And that's what has to keep you going.
Right.
People, they don't concentrate on quality no more.
Right.
It's all about quantity. It's like people would prefer to sit up there and make $100,000 in 1 year as opposed to making $25,000 for the next 20 years.
Yeah.
You
got that one little year.
Right, you want to you just want to make them think that add up.
Right.
But no,
That's
I'd
how
rather
it
make
is.
$25,000 for the next 20 years than $100,000 in 1 year.
$100,000.
Yeah.
Ugh, that's stressful.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Yeah, and then another thing that I think, with our people, is like, you always want something for the low.
Yeah.
I could be selling something.
Hook me up.
Yeah, I could be selling the same product as this Asian or this Arab or this white person or whoever, and you're gonna go in there and because you want it, you're gonna walk to their register and pay whatever ring up. But because it's me,
they don't
get
that discount on that Gucci and that Louis Vuitton.
Yeah,
and all
not even
that.
asking for
But
it.
on me, it's like, well, if I buy this much, how much, or what you gonna look out for just because we the same color?
Right.
I do. I hook people up. You
I
come
mean,
to
we
my
do
barbershop and you tell me I give you $10 for the haircut. I cut it for $10.
I mean, but
I'll
you
give
do
your
it
ass
all the
$10
time.
worth.
But you gonna do it all the time.
Nah, I fuck them
Say
up.
you gonna give him a $10 haircut.
I give him a $10
But hey,
haircut.
that falls down
And they go like,
to you get what you pay for.
I edge your ass up and won't edge up the other side.
Oh no, don't
And
say
then tell your
that.
ass, hey, that's a $15
You get what you pay for.
cut.
I
You
mean,
edge up like
prime
that.
example with the business
I
that we
give people the
in.
hell.
You could do something. We've done stuff for people to where basically, somebody might come to the event that you've done and they were so impressed and they loved it from the beginning to the end. And then they like, oh, you were so great. That was so awesome. I want you to do my next event. And then when we do your event, your budget is much lower. You came to something that $5,000 may have been spent on, and you loved it, and you want us to come do the same thing for you for $1,000.
No.
That ain't how it works.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
That's just
But that's what
Right.
they expect. But then you're mad. Well, that ain't what it looked like on this, and that ain't what whoop the whoop the
Well,
whoop.
they
Well, guess
spent
what?
this much.
That ain't what
They
you
had a
paid
budget.
for what they paid. You know what I'm
you
saying?
saw was a budget of X, Y, and Z.
Right, and it's like they have a hard time understanding that. It's like, they always want us to discount each other, but you don't go asking for discount from the others. You know, so I don't know, but I've always agreed with that. That's
But
been
tell
going on for a long time.
everybody your information so they'll know, because we're like 5 minutes over. So
Okay,
let everybody know.
Hey, my stuff is real basic. I'm a down to earth country little girl. You know, born in Louisiana, halfway raised between Louisiana and Texas. Tell people all the time, you know, Louisiana made me, the streets of Texas raised me. Not from Houston, I'm a country girl, born in Sulphur. All my people from DeRidder. Sulphur girl, right outside Lake Charles. All my people from DeRidder, you know, moved to Texas from DeQuincy. I'm a college graduate from McNeese State University, Lake Charles. You know, got my bachelor's degree in public health. Doing a lot of different things, just, you know, working and hustling and taking what I've learned from other people, just being patient and stuff like that. Like, you know, with me starting as an MC, that ain't even something I was interested in. I got a phone call from, at the time, a random stranger that was opening up a new club and was like, you know, well, based off your, you know, this is before Instagram. I think maybe Black Planet was just getting started and all that. You know, based off your popularity and this and that there, I think you'll be a good face to come in and get this started. And, you know, didn't want to do it, but like, hey, you know, why not? If they believe in me, why won't I believe in myself?
Right.
Tried it, you know, and it just took off from there. And over the years, I just took everything that I could learn from everybody, whether they was a DJ, an MC, a club owner, all of that. And literally, I basically put it into myself, and that's what I do now. And, you know, I've worked in corporate office. I was at Kelsey Sebo for like 4 years. You know, I've done the home health agencies, all that other stuff. But when I started realizing that, just being honest, I was making more money on the side things that I was doing than I was in my regular job, I was like, well, if I can actually leave my job and go full time into this, you know, I can make it prosper into something. And since then we have, you know, Crystal wound up leaving her job. You know, we held it together, and it's a personal decision we made. And we started House of Obsessions. Then, you know, we started Deal Events and Promotions, and everything started going. That's when I left my job about a year ago. And here it is, we still lined up with all kind of different clients, still doing all kind of different events. And, you know, now to the point to where we are actually building our own business, which is DAX, like I say, which is coming soon. So we just got our spoon in a lot of different pots, just trying to make it do what we do and looking out for our people, you know, in the process. Because you never know what somebody can do for you, regardless of who they are, what they are, where they are. Because you have a lot of people with great ideas and great concepts, but they might not have that person to get that out there for them, or they might not have, they have the idea, but they don't have the money, you know. So we trying a lot of different things, you know, from business owners to investment, and just, you know, trying to do what we do, and then help our people in the process. Like most of our clients that we work with are black, you know, and like I said, that's from professional to the ratchet. You know what I'm saying? We work with black people, but we're not gonna try to play you on services or with money, because it's not what that is, not what it's about. Because like I told you, I've learned the hard way that you can do so much for each other and make so much money if we work together, as opposed to just trying to do something real fast.
Right.
You know, so that's just basically what we're trying to instill and just keep it going.
All right. Well, we're gonna have you back.
And I
Yeah,
appreciate
make sure you
y'all.
guys tune in tomorrow to the mic check. The mic check will be on tomorrow from
Mic
4
check
to
is
6.
Tuesday?
Yeah, that's when I do the artists send their music in, and I get to tell them to suck if I
Oh
like
yeah,
it or whatever.
Elf if it's
They really get mad at me too.
Elf.
Well, let me
Because
know.
you be giving people Elf and stuff.
I give them an elf and
You
they
be
fucking
doing
suck.
the
Yeah.
ratings and
I do the
stuff.
right. We listen to mic check is where people from all over the nation send their music in, and we play live on the internet. We go live with YouTube. We go live with Facebook. We go live Instagram.
Right.
And everybody get to judge it. If it's good, it says we give it an A. That means I'll buy it right now.
Right.
If it's B, it's good for radio. It's ready for radio. So start pushing it towards the radio and stuff. C is it's cool, but I wouldn't jam it.
Okay.
D
I'ma
means
check it
don't
out.
quit your day
Yeah.
job. You know what I'm saying?
And then you got
And
tune
Elf
into
is,
Wednesday. He got
fucking
Sex in the
sick.
City Wednesdays.
What's that? What is that?
Sex and the City Wednesday is
That-
me
that
and
show.
3 other people, and we talk about sex, love, and relationships.
Mm.
And every topic is about sex, love, and
I need
relationships.
to
From
come
the
for
female
that.
version
I
and
need-
from the male
I
version.
need that.
Yeah,
And
the two
we be
ladies
having
on
fun.
there. The two
Go check it
girls
out
she
on
got on
Instagram.
there.
You go check it out right now.
They a mess.
Okay.
Yeah, go
They
check
a
it out on
mess.
YouTube when you go
Yeah.
look for this and stuff. We got all of them. You know what I'm saying? Episode. We got this. We going on our 7th episode.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for having us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
y'all for bringing us
Definitely
in.
enjoy it.
Definitely enjoyed it. You know what I'm saying? And love, you know what I'm saying? Anything that's giving people a platform, you know what I'm saying? We got to support that.
For sure. Well, thanks for tuning in. It's Under the Influence. I'm Texas Little One Jam. I'm Innocent.
We out. Yes, thank y'all.
And y'all can go ahead and get y'all page in the magazine.
Let me see what's going on now.
That's just a demo. I used to do magazines. I used to do hair magazines.
So do you do graphics?
Yeah, I do. I'm trying to do. I used to do business cards, flyers, magazines, and all that. But now I just sit back and do and sleep. And I decided to go back into the magazine. That's a demo magazine because when I came out with the first magazine, everybody always asks you the question: how is it gonna look? How the page is gonna be? What's the paper quality? What's this? What's that?
And you
Everything
keep it,
right
I like
there.
this though. You keep it short and simple.
Yeah, it's short and simple. All black businesses, every page, you promote your own stuff. We're gonna have articles in there too and everything. So that's just the demo magazine. That's just to let people see how your page is gonna be. You design your own page. We're only charging $200 for a full page, but right now with this first one, we're doing a 50% off. So we're doing it for $100.
Thank y'all for tuning in.
$1,500 in